Morning, I'm Stephen Datz, Chair of the Awards Committee. I'd like to call the March 24th, 2022 awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by Stephen Datz, Joe Urfano, and Hai Vu. We also have Ricky Erickson and Jordan Pope filling in for Laura Dutt, joining us online. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Lori Whitmer. Before we begin reviewing today's agenda, I'll note that there isn't anyone physically present for public comment. Haley, did you receive any public comment via email?
No comments.
Thank you. Let the record show we did not receive any public comment. I'll pause for a moment for callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. Hearing no comments, we'll proceed with today's agenda. On today's agenda, we have items 1 through 6 and 8 that have been reviewed by Procurement and Budget. These items are now ready to be reviewed by the Awards Committee. Note that award item 7 has been deferred. Beginning with item 1, representing the minutes from the March 17, 2022 Awards Committee meeting, are there any comments or corrections to be discussed? Okay, hearing none, may I get a motion to approve award item 1, representing the minutes from the March 17, 2022 Awards Committee meeting?
Hai Vu, so moved.
And a second?
Joe Urfano, second.
We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Joe Urfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. I'll pass it over to Jenny McCollum, our Chief Procurement Officer, to walk us through the remaining items before I ask for a motion, beginning with item 2.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 2 is a miscellaneous award. This is for a project that consists of 2,800 linear feet of 12-inch water main along State Road 13 North. This is in Rivertown. Mattamy Jacksonville LLC is our developer, and the contractor doing the work would be TG Utility Company, Inc., in the amount of $664,698. We expect this project to be completed September of 2022, and this is in accordance with the Rivertown Developer and Utility Service Agreement. We received 2 bids, and the bid came in approximately 4% less than the JEA estimate. Does the committee have any questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll pass it to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 2?
Jordan Pope, motion to approve.
And a second?
Hai Vu, second.
We have a motion from Jordan Pope, a second from Hai Vu. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it over to Jenny to present award item 3.
Thank you. Through the chair, this is award number 3. This is a single source to Mitsubishi Electric Power Products, Inc. This is for our Mitsubishi vacuum breaker, and it's used as part of a 10-year substation upgrade project to replace breakers within the JEA network. The recommended award amount is $3,028,536. This is a 5-year award, and what this award will do is purchase the FY22 and 23 requirements. As a note, JEA is in the 4th year of this project and has a set number of replacements per year, and additionally, these breakers are used in new substations, and some breakers are replaced annually due to failures caused by fire or accident. So this is a 5-year award. We'll come back to the committee when we need additional units to add to this contract, but we've set it up as a 5-year so that we have some flexibility to be able to do that. They don't guarantee any pricing. They are a single source, but historically they have followed CPI increases. So this will be an order that we place for slots that they have for us in October, November, and December. And so it'll spread out the FY22 and 23 requirements through those 3 slotting months. And they will have the pricing will adjust based off of the time of order. So we have a few months before we have to order, and just due to the market and inflation up and down of those indexes, we'll know at that time what the pricing looks like. But historically, we've not seen anything too outlandish from just our CPI increase. And I'll let Kenny jump in if there's anything that you want to add.
No, I think that's a pretty good summary. You know, they've been a consistent supplier. They've kept their pricing relatively stable over the time that we've been working with them. We've done a lot of work, the standards group and the in procurement to look at alternative suppliers to Mitsubishi, and this is the product that we believe works best for us.
Kenny, any questions from the committee?
Hey, this is a question regarding the cost. Is the discrepancy between the awards amount and the estimate based on increase in prices in general, or based upon just different number of equipment and supplies being ordered?
Kenny, is that a budget estimate that we had and now we're ordering more, or how is that? How can we answer his question? It looks like from the award write-up, we're using the existing pricing for the award.
Can you
Or did we?
to the budget estimate?
So I think the question is, did we add any increases into that? It sounds like we have not. We're basing it off of the existing pricing without knowing what the new pricing is.
Correct. I'd have to get back to you on that. I'm not certain as to why the budget estimate would be different than the award estimate. We have not added in any additional buffer or anything along those lines, so I would think that it would be the exact same. There was a change in quantity this week based upon feedback from the using departments, so maybe that's what changed those numbers, but I'd have to look more into why the budget estimate would be different. We did not add in a buffer for CPI or anything.
And this is an inventory blanket account, correct? So it really hits the budgets as they charge, correct?
Exactly. So I'd have to look at that, but you're correct. So we take an average of all the units that are on hand at the time and the cost that we procured all of those items. So if we were to buy one today and it was, for purposes of simple math, if it was $30,000 and the crew went to the warehouse and took it out of there, their budget would not be charged $30,000. Even though we just bought one for $30,000, they would have taken the average of the, let's say, all the old models, that all the old units that we had bought at $25,000, and the average of how many of those were at $25,000, and then how many are now in the warehouse at $30,000 that we've now received, and the average of all of those prices is what comes out of the budgets, and that's what hits the using groups. So it's like a trailing average.
Okay. Why don't we do this? I think it might just be an error on our part. They should match since it is an inventory budget, and as Kenny says, it gets charged out as they use those, and it'll be the usage of the average cost, because some that are sitting in inventory we bought at a cheaper cost than what we would buy these at. So we'll update that budget estimate line to match.
Jenny, this is Joe. Did Lori Whitmer's folks take a look at that by any chance?
They would
The
have.
budget did sign off. Yes.
Yeah, budget did sign off on it, so it's
We don't,
something.
we don't look at that budget estimate though. We are just signing off on the award amount and that there's budget allocated, in our capital plan, our own budget line. That budget estimate is either from the business or procurement.
Okay.
On
Thanks,
page
Laura.
25, you see that same budget estimate number that indicates it's at the FY20 price. If you just scroll down slightly right there, I don't know if that explains that that was
It
based
does.
on prior pricing.
Yeah, so I did some research while they were talking, and it is. So we looked at previous price times award quantity is what that number is, and the award price is new price times award quantity. And our pricing is going up slightly as part of this FY22 purchase. So that's the difference. Is the last time we bought it, which was over a year ago, that's what all of this quantity that you see here in this spreadsheet multiplied by the old price of during FY20.
So is the statement in the background that we use the current prices for the award amount incorrect? Did we add a CPI increase in there?
The current price today is, as part of this award.
Hey, Jenny, I'm sorry, the price for the award is the current price of the $28,042. We had done an estimate where we would add a CPI each year out, but we thought that would muddy the waters a little bit since the award will be based on the usage only for this year. If I'm explaining or understanding what Griffin had explained from the finance side. So the initial bunch that we're going to buy, the 30 items, the 5 that are remaining this year and the 25 for next year, will be bought at $28,042. When we did the spreadsheet, we just maintained that price, knowing that there's going to be a CPI increase each year that we may have to come back to awards to, but we have no way of forecasting what that is. So we left it at the current price they're offering for these items right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So current price is the current price, which is what we received as a quote to generate this award. That would be our current price. That multiplied by the quantity of the award is what we use for the award amount. And that's what we're asking the committee to approve. Past price, so 2020, so what we've purchased in the past was before the solicitation is what was used to create the budget estimate.
Yes, that's clear.
Yeah.
Yep. We understand. Budget was created based on 20 and awards based on current pricing.
Yep. So typically, if that pricing, the difference between those two numbers would have been your price increase. If we were to have wrote that in here.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions, comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 3?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
Second,
Second.
we have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Hai Vu. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, motion is adopted. I'll pass it over to Jenny to present award item 4.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 4 is a rescind. This is for the Grampel Drive Bulkhead Improvement Project. So this would have been the labor, materials, equipment, tools, services, et cetera. For the project, we went to bid and we received 3 bids with 1 no bid at the time of opening. And upon review, all of the bids, even the lowest bid, came in well over budget. And then not to mention the lowest bid also could not meet the JEA requirements So if we had to go to the second lowest bid, it would have just increased the prices even higher. The business believes that we can reevaluate our options to develop a more cost-effective, holistic solution and go back out to bid. So they were requesting a resend and a rebid for this project. Any questions or comments?
So just to clarify, Jenna, we may not rebid. We are going to look at the whole problem and trying to solve it maybe in a different way. So we don't know yet. We're going to get engaged engineers to look at it and see what we can come up with.
Okay. Thank you, Hi, for that clarification.
Do we need to amend that last statement then?
I think in the, if there is a possibility that we are going to rebid, we need to keep that statement
Right.
from a confidentiality perspective.
Or maybe change the anticipation to some of that possibility of rebidding. You can leave the window
So right
open,
now
but-
right now we say with the intent to rebid. So I think that leaves us some flexibility, but open to your suggestions.
Yeah.
Because I think it is on the table, correct, as an option.
Depends who you ask. No, it is a really difficult case to justify when you look at the cost and benefit.
Understood.
So the anticipation of rebidding, I think, is consistent with the language that we've had in other awards where we've rescinded if we were expecting to go back out. If you and Rebecca believe that statement should stand as it is, then I'm fine with that. There is a possibility that it's not going to be rebid, and I just want to be clear on the language.
Understood. Rebecca, what are your thoughts?
I think saying in anticipation of rebidding, that's not a guarantee that we're going to go out and rebid. I mean, it's just saying that we're anticipating that we may go out and rebid. So I'm comfortable with the language.
Okay, thank you for confirming.
Any other questions? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thanks, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 4?
Have you
Rescind.
Second?
Second. Jordan Pope, second. Sorry.
Thank you. We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Jordan Pope. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, motion is adopted. I'll pass it over to Jenny to present award item 5.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 5 was an invitation for bid. This is for our District 2, what we call Cedar Bay Water Reclamation Facility Warehouse. So this contract will include demolition of 2 existing structures, construction of a 5,000 square foot warehouse, additional lighting, parking for portable emergency equipment, and the required drainage and stormwater improvements as needed to accommodate new parking and the warehouse. Foresight Construction Group, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $1,881,000. We expect this project to be completed in January of 2023. We received 5 bids, and you'll notice that the award amount is higher than our base bid amount. So I'll break it down for you all. The base bid for the project was about $1.66 million. which is approximately 8% higher than our original budget estimate for the construction costs, which we are seeing, with CPI, material increases, et cetera. We added a supplemental workforce allowance into the bid as well, which is part of the bid total, which is what you will see when you look at the bidders and the 5 different bid amounts, which brought it up to that 1.761. This bid had alternative pricing, and the business would like to include in this award one of the alternative bid options for a 5-ton bridge crane, and that was $120,000, and that will get you your award total of 1.881. Do you guys have any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, I'll ask the chair to call for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 5?
Hi, so moved.
And a second?
Ricky, second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Ricky Erickson. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion is adopted. I'll pass it over to Jenny to present award item 6.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 6 is a contract increase. This is a construction management at risk, and this is for our Buckman biosolids conversion projects. 4 projects in total. We've got the biosolids process facility, we've got the operations and maintenance building, the ultraviolet disinfecting system, and then the blower improvements and electrical building. Wharton Smith Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $14,397,053. We expect this project to be completed in September of 2024. And just a little bit of history, you've seen this a number of times. We had the pre-construction services back in December of 19, little under $1 million, contract increase of almost $14 million, approved by the awards committee in September of 2020, and that was for the purchase and installation of the blower system improvements, and then a contract increase in the amount of almost $18 million, which was for the purchase and installation of the ultraviolet disinfecting system. So this increase is for an early out package with the guaranteed maximum price for site work and improvements, the purchase of the centrifuge unit, and the dryer support services. When we look at the negotiated price, it's about 1% below what we were estimating for this work. I will pause there and see if the committee has any questions or comments. All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 6?
Hi, so moved.
And a second?
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Hai Vu, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, motion is adopted. Award item 7 has been deferred, so I'm passing it back over to Jenny to present award item 8.
Thank you. Through the chair, this is our last award for this agenda. Award number 8 is a contract increase. This is for our primary, secondary fiber optic wire and cable that we keep in inventory. So the primary use of these items is to enable the transfer of electrical signals or power from one device to another within our network system, and is primarily utilized by both the electric and technology departments. The recommended awardee in the contract increase would be for Annixter Inc. in the amount of $1,239,637.78. This is a 5-year award that doesn't end until the end of February of 2024. When we originally put this out, we have multiple awardees, so this is just for Annixter. And this is to cover the forecasted requirements for the duration of the contract term for the items that they were chosen to have on contract. The two key drivers and the need for the contract increase, one is price increases that we are seeing with our commodity pricing. No surprise there, aluminum, copper, steel, some of the big ones all are included in these materials. But the primary driver for the increase has been change in demand since we have bid out, since we bid this out a few years ago. So transmission project work in particular, that was unknown at the time of the original solicitation, has been increased. And that alone accounts for almost $1 million of the increase. Do you guys have any questions or comments?
Just a minor note, Jenny, the 940,000 I think is missing a zero there.
Sure is. Thank you. We'll update that. Any other thoughts or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. Motion to approve award item 8 with the correction.
Jordan Pope, motion to approve.
And a second.
Joe Orfano, second.
We have a motion from Jordan Pope, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, motion is adopted. The entire agenda representing items 1 through 6 and 8 are approved for March 24th, 2022. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time?
I have one quick announcement through the chair. We are going to move awards to Friday next week. We're going to check with everyone's schedules to make sure that works. If not, we will need to look at delegates, but we do have a groundbreaking for Greenland, and there is a conflict with the awards committee, and we would like to try and move it to the next day so we can at least try to have some of the committee members present instead of all delegates. So we will keep you guys posted, but that is our plan. And if it does not work out that we can get the majority of the committee members to be able to attend on Friday, then we can keep it Thursday with the delegates, because we would have delegates either way. So we'll look into that and let you guys know what the plan is.
Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that.
Jenny, this is Joe. We do have a meeting that from emergency preparedness that appears to run till 10 o'clock on Friday. So we should be okay. I'm okay. My schedule's free at 10.
Okay. Yes, I saw that meeting, and we could start right after that. I do actually have a hard stop at about 10:45, but I don't anticipate a too large of an agenda. I think we have about 5 or 6 right now that we're looking at.
All right, very good.
So
Anything else?
Okay. That's all I have.
All right. We're adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.